All right, we talked about Tesla bulls, and we're going to meet one in just a moment. In fact, one of the biggest ones on the street. But to preface that, Tesla's wild ride has left many of the analyst community in the dust. Check out where analysts stood just a year ago on this stock. Average price target was roughly $300 a share, just above where shares were trading at the time. Today, the average price target is closer to $500 a share, and that's more than 30% below where the stock closed today after that distinct sell-off. Next guest thinks Tesla has room to run. In fact, she thinks Tesla could hit $15,000 a share within the next 4 years. Let's bring in ARK Invest CEO and founder Cathie Wood. Cathie, welcome. I know $15,000 a share is not your base case.
No.
It's your reach case. What is your base case of where this $700 stock is in 4 years?
Yes, the base case, it's a 5-year target, so the end of 24, it's $7,000. And we've arrived at that price by weighting the probabilities of 10 different scenarios, including bankruptcy, to be honest. So we've tried to be as fair and balanced as we possibly could be. But our confidence level that this stock is heading for $7,000 over the next 5 years is very high.
So you take out your lowest probability scenarios, you take out the ones that you think just aren't going to work, or the highly outlandish ones where everything has to click exactly right. On what bricks is this $7,000 foundation founded? Is it improving margins? Is it lowering the cost of production of the vehicles as they get up to scale, or what?
Yes, there are 3 sources for the increase in our estimate, our estimated price target. One is, as Tesla killers entered the market last year, we expected Tesla's market share to go down from 17% globally, that includes China, to something lower. Instead, it went up to 18%. And the reason it
17% in electric vehicles or in all vehicles?
No, electric vehicles.
Electric vehicles.
This is global. There are many electric vehicle manufacturers in China. Very low quality, but very. So what we're learning is Tesla is just so far ahead of the pack. And I'm talking about the BMWs, the Mercedes, as far as range and other important metrics when it comes to electric vehicles. Their battery cost is 3 years ahead, 3 to 4 years ahead of any other auto manufacturer in terms of the cost declines. And so every other auto manufacturer will, if they want to be competitive with Tesla, and I'm including BMW and Daimler and all, if they want to be competitive, like for like, they will have to sell their cars at a loss. At the same time, they're losing their internal combustion engine business.
Elon Musk sees inflation potentially trending down based on Tesla commodity prices. Elon Musk said that he believes inflation might finally be trending down based on the prices of commodities of Tesla. The CEO has previously said that he would be waiting for that to start reducing the prices of Tesla vehicles, and over the last few years the inflation rate has been hitting record highs that we haven't seen in decades, and it has resulted in price increases across virtually every industry, and especially the auto industry. And on top of it, electric vehicle makers are seeing higher battery material cost due to the geopolitical tensions like the war in Ukraine, which sent the price of nickel up massively. And in Tesla's case, all of these factors have resulted in higher cost, and the automaker has raised its prices by more than 20% over the past 2 years. 20% of the past 2 years is a lot. And for example, the Tesla Model Y started at $53,000 in early 2020, and today the same vehicle starts at $66,000. So you can see the increase of almost $13,000 in 2 years, and that is quite a lot, especially when you're trying to sell to a large segment of people. An increase from $53,000 to $66,000 for the base model in just 2 years is a lot, and that is a 25% increase in prices in less than 2 years. And the same is happening across Tesla's entire vehicle lineup. It disappointed many, as CEO Elon Musk always said that Tesla's goal was to make electric vehicles more affordable to improve adoption. And earlier this month, Elon Musk said that Tesla is waiting for inflation to calm down before finally he can reduce the prices of their EVs. And today, the CEO took to Twitter to say that he might be seeing signs that inflation is finally trending down based on the commodity prices that Tesla is tracking. Here's his tweet. Inflation might be trending down. More Tesla commodity prices are trending down than up. And however, when asked if Tesla is going to reduce the prices, Elon Musk said that it was too early to say that at this point. But if it does that, it could result in a big spike in terms of its sales. And interesting, but I'm not so sure if that's gonna happen. I don't really think that's gonna happen. What do you think, guys? You can leave a comment on the comment section. Do you really think that Tesla is gonna reduce the prices of their vehicles if inflation calms down? But interestingly, Elon Musk's comment comes a day after Democrats in the Senate announced having reached a deal on the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, which includes a reform of the federal EV tax credit. And the reform would enable Tesla vehicles to gain access to the credit again, but there's a new price limit on electric vehicles to be eligible. So if Tesla keeps on increasing the prices of their vehicles, they won't be eligible for a EV tax credit, which has brought in a lot of revenue for Tesla. And Tesla reducing its prices would result in a wider access to the credit. I think this is a win-win for both Elon Musk, the company, and the consumers, because, for example, if there's a $55,000 price limit on sedans to get access to $7,500 tax credit, and if the Tesla Model 3 long range starts at $57,990, the automaker would have to reduce the price by $3,000. Buyers would get access to the $7,500 tax credit. And however, the bill hasn't been put to vote or made into law yet, but it is expected that many automakers, including Tesla, are going to try to adjust their prices to fit the requirements. And I think this is something which might entice them to do so, but unless that happens, there's nothing we can be sure of. But I think if I had to put my money if Tesla would reduce their prices or not, I think they would reduce their prices to fit into the bill. And with prices for oil and aluminum down from their all-time high earlier this year, and other commodities pulling back a bit as well, Tesla CEO Elon Musk thinks that inflation has likely peaked. If I were to guess, and I would take this with a grain of salt, I think inflation will decline towards the end of the year, he said on the earnings call. Tesla has raised prices several times this year to offset the surging inflation. Elon Musk didn't rule out price cuts, but wasn't too hopeful on that coming to pass. And if we see indications that the inflation rate is declining, then we would not need to increase our car prices. It's possible that there could be a slight decrease in car prices, but this is fundamentally dependent on macroeconomic conditions. Inflation is not something that we can control. And Tesla's prices increases in a very inflationary environment haven't stunted demand, which is a good thing for Tesla, but if they reduce their prices, it could increase their demand even further. But right now, their focus should be on meeting the demand. And second quarter sales went up 43% from a year ago to $14.6 billion. Inflation, however, did clip the margins. Tesla's automotive margins dropped 46 basis points from a year ago. Elon Musk tried to explain why he thinks inflation has peaked and recession will last at least 18 months from now. The SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk shared his views on the US economy, inflation, and recession during Tesla's shareholder meeting, the annual meeting. And replying to a question about inflation, he explained that we do get a fair bit of insight into where prices of things are going over time because of the business we're in. Because when you're making millions of cars, you have to purchase commodities for the millions of cars many months in advance of when they are needed. So you get an idea the way the chart is going, because it's a long supply chain with a tremendous amount of inertia. So we sort of have some insight into where the prices are headed over time. The interesting thing that we're seeing right now is that most of our commodities, most of the things that go into a Tesla, not all, but more than half, the prices are trending down in 6 months from now. He said that his best guess is that we are past peak inflation. I think there will be relatively mild recession, but we all are just guessing here. And our guess is that it's a mild recession for 18 months or something like that would be my best guess right now. And Elon Musk's best guess could be the best guess for most of us. And he explained that we don't have fundamental capital misallocations in the US as we had in the past, like leading up to 2008, where we were building primary housing units at twice the rate of household formation, which obviously doesn't make sense. A lot of companies were over-leveraged. And Elon Musk concluded by saying that the leverage or debt that the companies have right now is relatively low. So I would say probably, mild moderate recession, maybe 18 months. And I think inflation is going to drop rapidly, and that is my best guess. And the Tesla CEO remarks during the shareholders meeting echoed the tweets he made on July 28th. He wrote, at the time, inflation might be trending down, but more Tesla commodity prices are trending down than up. And Elon Musk began talking about the US economy going into a recession a few months ago after revealing in March that both Tesla and SpaceX saw significant inflation pressure. We probably are in a recession, and that recession will get worse, but these things pass and then there will be boom times again. It will probably be some tough going for, I don't know, a year, maybe 12 to 18 months, he said in May. And he subsequently said that a recession is actually a good thing for the US economy, adding that it has been raining money on fools for too long. Some bankruptcies need to happen, is what he had to say. That's it guys from here today. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button and do subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching guys. I hope you all have a good day.